And we're talking with Reverend Snow Peabody, Executive State Director, Teen Challenge of Arizona, tcaz.org. Fall banquets are coming up, sir.
Yes, exciting time for us. This is always, for us, every year in November is our fall banquet. So we have one here in Tucson, 3 up in the Phoenix area. But I'd like to really encourage all of your listeners today, Mike, to really consider joining us. It's going to be on Monday, November the 14th. We're going to be at the Hilton El Conquistador, which is at 10,000 North Oracle Road. It's a beautiful property, a beautiful banquet hall. It'll be a wonderful evening. 6 p.m. is our reception time. People get seated at 6:30. We begin promptly at 7 p.m. And we're always done either before or by 9 p.m. And we look forward to people joining us and coming out and being. Our new theme this year is all new from 2 Corinthians 5:17.
A new creation.
Yes, exactly. And all things new in Christ. And we're going to be featuring more testimonies than we ever have in any of our banquets. If you can imagine, we usually have 2 or 3, but we're probably going to have close to 7 to 8 testimonies in our banquets this year, which is, again, expressing all new lives. And David Walensky, who's our Teen Challenge Tucson Center Director, Deborah Stevenson, who's our Director for the Springboard Home for Adolescent Girls, are teaming up to put this banquet together, doing a great job. Sarah Walensky, who is our Public Relations Director, is overseeing all of our banquets, and she is doing an amazing job. We're looking forward to having several hundred people. We're looking, actually, our goal is to have upwards of 400 plus people at this banquet, again, on November the 14th. So it's an opportunity for people to come and hear not only the testimonies, but see this amazing choir. My lovely wife, Liddell, heads up our music ministry, and we have a 150-voice choir that's going to be sharing and singing in these banquets. It'll be a powerful evening. And, people today are a little bit depressed at things going on in society, all that's happening. I guarantee if you come to our banquet and you hear these stories of redemption, you hear these stories of lives that have been turned around from years of addiction, it will encourage your heart. It will help you. If you have a loved one, a friend that's struggling with addiction, this will bring hope to your home and your family and your friends. I guarantee it.
tcaz.org to find out more. And when we come back from the break, we're gonna dig into a little bit. Well, you can't really have a testimony without a test first. So we'll talk a little bit more about what you guys do.
Thank you.
And then maybe your comments on Prop 205.
Happy to.
Yeah, so stay with Mike Check with Mike Shaw. We'll be right back. All right, we'll continue our conversation now. Reverend Snow Peabody with us, Executive State Director, Teen Challenge of Arizona. And, if you remember, one of my former bosses. So we like having former bosses of mine on the show. I think half of our guests have been a former boss of mine at one time or another. So
you did a great job for us, Mike. I can vouch for that.
tcaz.org is your website. I really like the design.
And people can find out about the banquet there we talked about earlier. And also, there are tickets for this banquet, by the way. It's not a free, a banquet by any means. We do have to underwrite it. And the tickets are very reasonable, though, for a really nice evening of hearing the choir and the testimonies. Great meal at El Conquistador. They have a great property there. I know people will really enjoy the evening, and it'll bring hope to you. And, we have people come, and I've had people that have never been to a banquet before come up afterwards and say, Brother Snow, thank you for what you're doing for the community. Thank you for helping people. And this night really transformed their lives. I mean, they actually saw that somebody can be set free from addiction.
Yeah.
Prior to coming into the banquet, I've had guests tell me that they didn't think there was any hope for people that were lost into addiction. And they get there and they find out that people have a new life now. They're living productive lives. They're giving back to their community. They're actually tax-paying citizens today, if you can imagine. All of the things that people think that never would happen again. They're successfully living out that life now in the Lord, set free from addiction.